And on my deathbed, I will pray to the gods and the angels like a pagan, to anyone who will take me to heaven, to a place I recall. I was there so long ago. The sky was bruised, the wine was bled, and there you led me home. In your house, I long to be, room by room, patiently I'll wait for you there, like a stone. I'll wait for you there, alone, no, not real, till the day was gone, and a sad regret of all the things I've done, for all that I've blessed, and all that I've wronged, and dreams until my death. I will wander on in your house. I long to be, room by room, patiently I'll wait for you there, like a stone. I'll wait for you there,
Season 1, Episode 4, coming at you. Facebook Live at Chance's house. Welcome. It is Thursday, May 28th, 2020, and we're going to have a spectacular show. And I say spectacular for a lot of reasons. One, it's going to be as error-free as humanly possible, which I don't know if that's possible, but we're going to try. And we're also going to have some live music, and we've got a video, and we also have an interview with our very own Mr. Devin Pike. So I'm excited about what that looks like. It was a great interview, and I'm going to share that here in just a little bit. However, can't have a live at Chance's show without our sponsor. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, Joe's Tavern and Grill, the sponsor for Live at Chance's house every Thursdays at 7, sometimes on Sundays, and whenever else the hell we feel like doing it. But we've been doing it a lot lately, I think, because with the help of Joe's, our sponsor, I don't think I would have made it this week. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go through a couple of things, but the first top 10 list, top 10 Joe's slogans out there. Number 10, Joe's Tavern and Grill, make your own sandwich. Number 9, where you can eat, drink, and never leave. Number 8, once you're here, you're here. Number 5, where your friends are friends, and then there's Jimmy. Number 4, home of the old number 7 team. Number 3, home of the Ball Handlers Fantasy Football League. Number 2, where everybody knows your name. That's a direct ripoff from Cheers, but like Live at Chance's house isn't a direct ripoff from Live at Daryl's house. That's been pointed out to me this week by a friend of mine, and I get it. But what are the chances, right? So I was thinking about this. If Daryl Hall happens to be surfing Facebook and he happens to get on my page and he happens to watch the show and goes, Live at Chance's house, I don't think I like that. And then I get a letter of cease and desist, that would be freaking awesome. What a story that would be. And then I'll change the name and there will be no lawsuit. And then I'll take that letter and I'll post it on my wall somewhere and I'll have a story forever to tell. And then the number 1 Joe's slogan, wherever you go, there you are. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. The top 10 list of Joe's slogans. Our sponsor tonight, Joe's Tavern and Grill, a sponsor always, actually. They also sponsor Universal Remote that Devin Pike will be airing later tonight at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Go check that out at Universal Remote TV. He's going to talk about that a little bit more in the interview that we're going to do. So we're going to show that here in just a moment. In the meantime, I'm going to show a quick video, something you guys probably haven't seen. Maybe you haven't seen me do before, and hope you enjoy it. Here we go.
She was more like a beauty queen from a movie scene. I sell my book, do you mean I am the one who will dance on the floor in right? Said I am the one who will dance on the floor in right. Told me her name was Billie Jean, and she comes to see every head turned and eyes that dream of being the one who dance on the floor in the right. People always told me, be careful what you do. Don't go around breaking young girls' hearts. Mother always told me, be careful who you love, be careful what you do, for the lie becomes the truth. Hey, Billie Jean is not my lover, she's just a girl, says that I am the one. The kid is not my son. For the days and for the nights, love was on the side. Who can stand when she's in demand of her schemes and plans? Goes and dance on the floor in a round. So take my strong advice, just remember to always think twice. Told my baby we'd dance to 3. She looked at me and showed a photo. My baby cried, his eyes were like mine. And we danced on the floor, get around. People always told me, be careful what you do. Don't go around breaking young girls' hearts. Mother always told me, be careful who you love, be careful what you do, for the lie becomes the truth. Hey, Billie Jean is not my lover, she's just a girl, claims that I am the one. The kid is not my song, she says I am the one. The kid is not my song. Billie Jean's not my lover. She's just a girl claims that I am the one, but the kid is not my song. She says I am the one. The kid is not my song.
All right, we are. And there it is, a Joe's Tavern production. Of course, can't be a show without a Joe's Tavern production. So, got to turn the mic on, guys. Can someone tell the engineer over there that he needs to make sure that my microphone's on, okay? Not putting up with this anymore. Man, those guys. Yes, make sure. Thank you. Okay. All right. Hey, so we got a lot to do tonight, and I'm going to go ahead and get right to it. So the first things first, we got an interview for you tonight with our very own Mr. Devin Pike. He's going to talk about Universal Remote. He's going to be talking about some music, which is what it's all about. And he's also going to be talking about his charitable organization called Who Needs Sleep. So hope you guys look forward to that. And we'll be doing some live music right after the interview. Guys, stick around. All right, we are live at Chance's house, and this is Season 1, Episode 4, doing the interview with Mr. Devin Pike. Devin, how are you, man?
Are you recording this? Are you a cop? You have to tell me legally if you're a cop.
Not a cop.
That's just what a cop would say.
So I was going to model this a little bit after my first interview. I don't know if you got to see it or not, but I interviewed Rob last week, and we talked a little bit about our COVID cuts. First of all, he hasn't gotten one. I've gotten one, and it's a little rough. I would say, how's your COVID cut? But thinking that it's not so much about it being a COVID cut at this point.
The great thing is that when people see it and they don't know the full story, it's like, oh my God, you took that thing to the extreme. You just like, hey, you went Britney Spears on it. And I said, yeah, but it's more by necessity than anything else.
So what Live at Chance's house is all about, which you kind of know already. I mean, it's about, it started off with me just playing, and then ultimately it's turned into something else. I'm doing some interviews, and I'm talking about music, but that's what the whole point is talking about music. And I thought we'd start off by, talking about some of the things that you're listening to. I did have a question I'm going to start off the interview with, and then we're going to wrap it up and talk a little bit about who needs sleep. All right. So, hey, me being a novice interviewer and not something that I normally do, you do this all the time. We're talking about cons, we're talking about panels, wherever it may be. What would you say that your interview style is, and how do you generate the questions beforehand? Just give me a little synopsis of what you do in your mindset.
The process that I have, it's pretty much the same for whatever I'm doing, whether it's a conversation for print or broadcast or live panels or Q&As for film festivals or whatever. My process is, what do I want to know specifically? There's the same 20, 25 questions that each actor, director, writer, musician, it's the same 25 questions all over the globe, no matter what. My process is lead with something that shows the person you're talking to that it's actually a conversation and you didn't just look them up on Wikipedia 5 minutes ago before you start, and that breaks down their wall a little bit. Then you can ask the questions, and not necessarily in the same way, but something that tells them that it's a one-on-one conversation with the guest, not just, I'm just waiting till you stop talking before I ask my next question. And that allows you to also have a good rapport with the guest, number one. But number two, it leads to follow-up questions. And, hey, you said this, and I'm going to file that away back here, because when you're done answering that question, I may go down that tangent, or I may save it for later.
That makes sense. I mean, this is a little bit easier because I know Rob personally. I know you personally. So I don't have to start off with, the so-called rapport, because we've already got it. But this is helpful because I've got a couple of bands I'm going to be doing here very soon. I met some really nice people on Instagram just promoting my own music, and run into a band out of Kentucky. I ran into a band out of California, and they're both interested and they want to come on. So that's good to know. I've got a little bit of rapport with them, but it's a handful of questions through Instagram direct message. It's not like I know these people. So that's good. That's good advice, and I appreciate it. So
something else when you're getting ready to talk to those bands is, as a musician yourself, you know what the process is. You know what the creative process is, the recording process, how your process differs from them, what their motivations were to put those songs to paper and then to tape and then to video. That's where everybody differs. And the trick for you in those conversations is, here's where our common ground is. I understand what you're doing because I've done it too. What I want to know is, how did you start doing it? What motivates you to do it now? How is it different from when you started? Things like that. Satisfy your own curiosity about the creative process, and that makes for a better interview. And I think that, knowing what I know about Live from Chance's house, that tells me that it'll be a richer conversation in the long run.
That's great advice. I appreciate that. Speaking of Live at Chance's house, tonight's sponsor is Joe's Tavern and Grill.
Joe's Tavern and Grill? They owe me money.
I think they owe us all money. What's funny is that this brings up an interesting segue in the fact that you run a little show. It's getting some traction. It's a lot of fun. Universal Remote. Find it. Yep. Universal Remote TV. Also sponsored by Joe's Tavern and Grill.
Yes, sir.
Talk to me about Universal Remote. What's that all about?
Universal Remote is it's the progression from me loving game shows from when I was a kid. And that was the era of daytime television. Was not Judge Judy and 18,000 shows of You Are Not the Father and all that. It was all game shows or soap operas, one or the two. And once the soap operas ended, the game shows kicked in. And if you remember the MTV game show Remote Control, where you saw Ken Ober sitting on the rug as a kid, and he loved that, and now he made his own game show. That's what me and my cohorts at Bacon Samurai did. Was we started off 5 years ago this week, as a matter of fact, doing a live version of Remote Control as a tribute to that show, but also as a fully functional quiz show along with it. And we did it live at a couple of large parties. We started doing it at sci-fi conventions, and we would gear the questions to that group of people. And as time went on, the cease and desist letter came from Viacom. Never mind that Viacom through MTV doesn't give a damn about Remote Control as intellectual property. They just don't want anybody else doing it either. And even though Ken Ober's brother, Ken, passed away 7 years ago, even though Ken's brother gave us blessing to do the show, which was great. It just, you approached me out of the blue and said, I hear you're doing this thing. I love what you're doing. And that, but Viacom's lawyers are not Ken's brother. So they said, yeah, you can't use Remote Control as any kind of a service mark. So we created Universal Remote to carry on the game show. So flash forward to the lockdown in mid-March. I'm sitting around my apartment. I can't go anywhere. I literally cannot go anywhere. And I'm trying to come up with things to occupy myself. And I'd been doing live streaming production for people for a couple of years. And then I looked at it and said, I just 2 weeks ago, just out of circumstance, got this new high-def webcam. I think I'm going to use it. So for a couple of weeks, I was tweaking. I was using different pieces of software, using old questions through Universal Remote files, because I keep everything. I'm a digital pack rat. And looked back through the Google Docs and I said, I'm going to try this with a whole new way of playing it, where people are answering in the chat window instead of being able to, read everybody's card, or they buzz in, whatever. And that's where Universal Remote's current incarnation came from. It's quarantine based. We're all sitting around the house doing nothing, so we might as well have fun while we're doing it.
Absolutely, and it's been a lot of fun. Give me a quick plug, because I always screw up the days and times.
Monday and Thursday nights at 9 p.m. Central, which is 10 Eastern and 7 Pacific. You can go to our Twitch channel, which is twitch.tv/thatdevinguy. YouTube, we play there as well at the same time. The link changes, but you can always find the current link at universalremote.tv.
Absolutely. So it works out pretty good, because I'm doing mine at 7 o'clock. So live at Chance's house is on Thursdays at 7, and sometimes Sundays. Just depends on my work schedule when I get out or not. But you can come over, get some live music, and then go win the internet with Devin Pike at universalremote.tv. So let's talk music. What are you listening to right now? What's on your radar?
It depends on what I'm doing. If I'm writing or I'm working, because there are a couple of different jobs that I'm doing in the lockdown, and it's all home-based. I'm doing web development. I'm producing streaming events for other companies. And as I'm building that stuff out, I can't have anything with lyrics, and I really can't even know what the music is. Otherwise, I start paying attention to it and singing along to it, or reminiscing about when I heard it again. So, I know that we're both Spotify people from pretty much when the thing launched, but Spotify is getting rid of their third-party integration into Algorithm DJ.
No way.
Yeah. So what Algorithm is doing is they offered a 3-month free trial of Tidal, which is the rival streaming service for that. And it integrates the same way with DJ. I know we're going really inside baseball for you viewers, but this is me telling Chance that he's got to start looking at Tidal. I migrated all of the playlists from Spotify over to Tidal, and there's very little gap in between what one has and the other doesn't. So that worked out extremely well. So there's just as many user-generated playlists available on Tidal so I'll listen to acid jazz or 50s bebop jazz and just listen to that as I'm working. And then, I'll listen to Vanessa Peters, who is an amazing musician based out of Dallas, but she's been locked down in Italy this whole time. Oh, wow. She and her band are in a villa in Italy right now, and they're staying safe. They're wonderful, but they cannot come home because they're in one of the original hotspots, and there's a travel ban. So I'm listening to Vanessa Peters a lot. Guy named Blue, Bleu, who I heard about a decade ago. He was doing a Electric Light Orchestra tribute act called LEO. Really funny, but he's an amazing pop musician. I'm listening to a lot of him. Some guy named Chance Munsterman just came out with an album on all the streaming services, and I listen to that a lot, especially if I'm doing work around the house and I need that kind of motivational kick, because he's got this really good voice. I don't know if you know this about Chance, but he's kind of a big deal. So I just there's so much good music out there, and I try to get a new artist in my head at least once every couple of weeks.
That's pretty cool. I'm halfway to my bet with you. It's probably gonna roll over 50,000 tomorrow, so I'm kind of excited about that.
That's a milestone that I want to hit. I want to see that number go over.
Yeah, that's going to be pretty cool. Although Spotify is tricky because it goes in 30-day plays. So if you're an active listener for the first 30 days, then you're on. But right, so I think I hit a high at like 33,000 active listeners. Now it's like at like 15 because the first 30 days have passed. And now I'm in the second 30 days and it's taken a dip, but it's kind of moving back up, whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm just so blessed that it's done what it's done and I'm excited about it. But this live at Chance's house thing is part of that. It's, to promote new music and the other things I'm going to be doing and just having fun with it. So, and you've been a big inspiration for me on that as well, because it's given me insight and kind of something else to do. Of course, we've been in lockdown and doing the things that we're doing, but when I'm not doing music for myself or I'm not promoting RDO or, I've got to have that creative aspect of my life. And I've really enjoyed doing this stuff, even though it's frustrating as hell.
I love the calls that I will get, a text message or whatever. Why is this not working? And then we, being your tech Sherpa, I wind up having that conversation with you. And I never mind it. It's always fun. I just know that it's a pain in the ass to you because it was a pain in the ass to me. So if I have to go through that pain, I would save you this pain if ever I can.
I appreciate it. All right, well, we're going to wrap things up, and I do want to touch on one thing that I know is near and dear to your heart, especially near and dear to mine, and it's the thing that we've been doing for the last 3 years and getting ready to come up to the next one that's coming up. So talk to me briefly about Who Needs Sleep.
I'll give you as nickel a tour of it as I can. It is a 36-hour online charity telethon. We raise money for a couple of different North Texas cancer fighting organizations. Cook Children's Fort Worth, the Lymphoma and Blastoma wards at that facility, and Cancer Support Community North Texas, which is a group that hosts campuses in Dallas, Plano, and Denton. It's everything that helps a cancer fighter other than the actual treatment. So it's rides to treatment, it's counseling, it's support and activities, and ways that you can fight cancer mentally as well as physically. And we alluded to it. This is not something that I never wanted to look like Vernon Wells from The Road Warrior. It wasn't something that I wanted to do. This is my third trip through the chemotherapy turnstiles currently. So it's extremely close to my heart. I know it's close to yours, Chance, and that's what I tell everyone. If you don't have a personal experience with cancer with either yourself or your family, look on your back porch because it's coming. So I will always do whatever I can to help cancer fighters out there, no matter what. And being an advocate for the people who are doing the fighting, for the medical groups who are always pitched in that battle, keeping me alive, keeping Nick alive, keeping all of these ridiculous people who, through no fault of their own, are just one little strand of RNA from being completely healthy to under the gun all the time. So the 36-hour telethon is straight out of the book of the Jerry Lewis Labor Day telethons, where we have musical acts like RDO. I think, weren't we the first gig you guys did live?
We were. It was the first one. Yep.
It was amazing. And hearing Madak live is nuts, because that guy is just an absolute gem. And so, I mean, he's not exactly humble because he knows he's a complete badass, but just seeing him and you boys work together is just amazing. And so, and also Remy Riley, who closed out our 2019 telethon. She is a virtuoso, an amazing songwriter and guitarist. Look her up, RemyReilly. And by the way, she's a teenager. I like to leave that part as far down as possible, because you listen to her and you think this music is absolutely amazing. And she's got nothing but sky potential, seriously. So we have these great bands who will perform, stand-up comedians, panel discussions, and it's all for cancer fighters, no matter what the stripe. And I am looking forward to the 2020 telethon, because I think we've actually announced this. We are going to be broadcasting live from Music City Mall in Louisville.
Yep.
If we can ever get into the facility, we've already got the agreement with them. So locking down the venue means we can lock down everything else after that. And as we get closer, we can lock in the bands like Red Dirt Outlaws and all these other fantastic bands and musical acts and comedians and performers. It's a hell of a time, and it's brutal. It's 36 hours. Rob Irvin is the only Iron Man through all 3 of our previous telethons. This will be the 4th year that we've done it, and I can't wait.
He's brought that up. He's proud of that badge of honor.
He deserves that belt. He earned that belt.
All right, Devin. Hey, I appreciate you spending some time with me and doing a quick interview. And this will be probably one of many. I mean, I'm going to be doing this show at least once a week, and we'll have more topics, especially when we get a little bit closer to Who Needs Sleep. For more information on the 36-hour cancer telethon that is known as Who Needs Sleep, you can go check out whoneedsleep.org for more information. By the way, I've got my slot already set, so I'm ready to go because I like to get in early. It's like putting
you've been there all 4 years as well, and I can't wait to see you again.
It's going to be a lot of fun. All right, so with that said, Devin, the final word is yours. Go.
Be kind to each other. It is, the world is on fire right now. We have to be kind to each other if we're going to make it through this. Run fast, laugh hard, be kind.
Couldn't have said it better. You guys, we're going to take a short break right after this, and I'm going to get up and play some tunes. This is live at Chance's house, brought to you by Joe's Tavern and Grill. Devin, thank you so much.
Booger.
We'll see you guys in a minute. Thanks.
Every day you ask yourself, did I give enough love? It's just a passing feeling, but it sure seems tough. You think about all the times you thought you'd give up, and then the feeling hits, so you make your own love. 'Cause you never really know how you can fly. 'Cause you never really know how hard you can try. And even though I'm miles away, I'll come along with you every day. I'll lead you through the dark, I'll be with you every step of the way. Walking through your mind, you see all the things that seem rough. You smile and laugh and play, but it's just not enough. The water's rising up again, and you just can't keep up. But you give it a go one more time, and you pick yourself up. 'Cause you never really know how you can fly. step of the way, every step of the way, every step of the way.
All right, all right, all right. What's happening, everybody? Hope you guys enjoyed the interview with Devin Pike. I had a good time doing that one with him, and I hope you guys stuck around and enjoyed it so far. I'm going to play some tunes for you, and we'll get started. Here we go. This song's called Why. I stare at a face I can't see, feeling lonely and scared. How long will it be? Once it used to fill my soul with pride, all this hate without a home to call my own. Confusion, anxiety, reality, infidelity, reflections of what I want to be are distorted by an abnormality. I set my sights on reality, trying to forget the ghosts that creep my mind. Why do you come to me? All I have is a soul to give. I'll never see a reality. So why do you come to me? Reflections of what I want to be, sorted by abnormality. I'll never see your reality. You'll have to lead me, for I can't see. Why do you come to me? All I
Why do you come to me? Why do you come to me? What do you want from me? Why do you come to me?
All right, had to make a slight adjustment, but I got it now and I know what I'm doing, sort of. All right. Called into the line.
Looking at your face, there's an empty heart and soul. You wait for time, and it comes and goes, but time waits for no man. You think you're doing fine, and each breath you take brings you to the end of the line, end of the line. The 5 o'clock train comes by. You watch the people rush through the line. Everyone lives one day at a time, and you have no concept of life. Remember, time waits for no man. You think you're doing fine, and each breath you take brings you to the end of the line, end of the line. Come fly away. Let's go to the sea. The sunset of life is shining bright. Have you ever seen one in your life? Or are you at the end of the line? Take your time going home. Stop and see the greener side. Walk a mile in sunlight. Think about living your life. Remember, time waits for no man. Well, you think you're doing fine, and each breath you take brings you to the end of the line, end of the line. Come fly away. Come fly away.
All right, couple of small adjustments I got to make. Got to get some comments up here so I can see what's going on in the world and adjust my headphones real quick. But other than that, we're doing good. So far, we've only had 2 issues, but they've been minor, and I think we're working through them right now. Right. Could do it a little bit better here. It's called Back from the Mist. Uh-oh. Stand by. Sorry. A Joe's Tavern production. Actually, that wasn't my fault. Facebook just said that it kicked me off, so hopefully it didn't screw up the feed. It's a full moon rising over a grassy hill, late one afternoon. The sun is so still, and the seagulls fly back from the mist. I'll let you go on. Mistakes are hard to live with. Choir of angels can be heard. Reminds me of your face. You were my angel. Now I'm sleeping with the devil. You saved my soul. The clouds will clear sometime and let the sun shine through. Oh, and the seagulls fly back from the mist. I'll let you go on. Mistakes are hard to live with, so I'll let you go. Come fly back to me, bring my sunshine back. It's been so lonely, breaking through the clouds. Is that you saving my soul? And the seagulls fly. And the seagulls fly back from the mist. I let you go on. Mistakes are hard to live with. And the seagulls fly. And the seagulls fly back from the mist. I guess I can deal with my endearing imperfections. Thanks, guys. Now that I'm finally in on the inside joke. Took me a minute to figure it out, but thank you for explaining it. called Brilliant Eyes. Your eyes are magical, they know no bounds. Through them I see the things I've never found. I hope these words go through your eyes and into your heart. 'Cause mine's full of happiness, I got a new place to start. You enchant me, I love to listen to your voice. Your hair, your smile, my eyes have no other choice. Forgotten who I am when I'm thinking of you. Maybe I just love the way you walk into a room. And I owe this all to you. And I hope you feel the same way too. Well, it's amazing what you've done to me. I hope you can see what's going on. Inspiration's all I need, and a little nudge from above. Well, I can't explain this feeling, so it must be love. These words are true in meaning, with kindness unsurpassed. But then came you, the power has come, I can't hold back. Brilliant eyes are laid so empty, and 100 thoughts on the mend. When my soul was lost, the moments captured, then you grabbed my hand. Held eternal, through sight and sound, my heart is whole again. And I hope you feel the same way too. Well, it's amazing what you've done to me. I hope you can see what's going on. Your eyes are magical, they know no bounds. Through them I see the things I've never found. I hope these words go from your eyes into your heart. I got a new place to start. Baby, I owe it all to you. It's amazing what you do. Baby, I owe it all to you. Thank you, Frankie, for stopping by. I appreciate you. Hey, everyone, don't forget tonight's show live at Chance's house is brought to you by Joe's Tavern and Grill. That's right, where you can drink, where you can hang out, and the engineering crew will go make you a sandwich. I kind of feel like this is, by the way, we've had another mistake too. It's not technically episode 6. I mean, it is kind of, but we had a couple of flubs in between. It's really 4, and although it kind of feels like the first one though. I mean, I've only done this about a dozen times, and kind of feel like I'm finally getting the hang of it. And hopefully when we go back and view it, and I'm pretty sure that it was by now that Brett would have already told me if it was really screwed up. So the trick may work. The trick that we talked about before I got on may work. A friend of ours wrote this song. It's going to be on the upcoming release called Shift Into Southern by the Red Dirt Outlaws. It's called Overtime. No better friend I ever had, a gentle giant I called my dad. He taught me how to be a man. Overtime, strong and firm in what he said, tough love still fills my head. He'd say, be anything you want to be, son. All the time. All the time I'll be looking at life just like he did. All the time I'll set the bar high just like he did. All the time I'll see my dad and me and my kids just like he did. Over time he challenged me to be myself, never mimic somebody else, be the best that I could be. Over time he taught me failing is not a crime. Keep on trying, get back in line. It's a sweet victory, it'll come again. All the time. All the time I'll be looking at life just like he did. All the time I set the bar high just like he did. All the time I see my dad and me and my kids just like he did. Over time. When not a day goes by I don't think of him. He's like a song that never fails to make me smile. And all the time I'll be looking at life just like he did. All the time I set the bar high just like he did. Over time I see my dad and me and my kids just like he did. Over time, just like he did. Over time, over time. Of course, tonight's show is brought to you by Joe's Tavern and Grill, where it's cool to have long hair and use the same bathroom as everybody else. Another song a friend of ours wrote for RDO. It's called Heart of Southern Man. Crank it up early, this truck's sturdy, like me and my old man. He raised me up to be kind and tough and always lend a hand. He said work a job like you're working for God, so workers know your word is true. Your sweat should spill, cause dreams are built there, but not handled to you, son. Some things are just that simple. You give thanks, you give back, you find a lost soul and get them back on track. You take care of your friends and your family. Well, yes, sir, well, yes, ma'am. You meet a girl's dad and you shake his hand. You live with the humble heart of a Southern man. I swear my TV's throwing news at me. This world's getting stranger. There's some crazy plans in far-off lands that put us all in danger.
I hit my knees praying powers that be would all come to their senses. Well, as for me, I just believe that our own best defense is you give thanks, you give back, you find a lost soul and I'm back on track. You take care of your friends and your family. Well, yes, sir. Well, yes, ma'am. You look them in the eye and you shake their hand. You live with the humble heart of a Southern man. Oh, you give thanks, you give back, you find a lost soul and I'm back on track. You take care of your friends and your family. Well, yes, sir. Well, yes, ma'am. You look them in the eye and you shake their hand. You live with the humble heart of a Southern man. Oh, a Southern man. Mercer works at the joint down the road, the one where the lonely people go, where she wasted so many days by the bar stool side. Pours their drinks and pour out their soul. She takes it all in and never lets go. It takes more than 12 steps to get it right. Mercy loves, mercy heals, mercy knows exactly how they feel. She's lived their pain, walked that road through hell. Mercy talks, mercy smiles, mercy's their best friend for a little while. She gets back what she can't take from that shell. A shot of mercy for herself. Mercy's fought her own kind of war, and the ghost kept knocking at her door. And she found herself at the bottom of a glass. She was on her knees down in the mud when the hand reached out and lifted her up, saved her life and freed her from the past. Mercy loves, mercy heals, mercy knows exactly how they feel. She's lived their pain, walked that road through hell. Mercy talks, mercy smiles, mercy's their best friend for a little while. She gets back what she can't take from that shell. A shot of mercy for herself. She don't look down her nose, she don't judge and preach. She listens with an open heart and pours them what they need. Mercy loves, mercy heals, mercy knows exactly how they feel. She's lived their pain and walked that road through hell. Mercy talks, mercy smiles, mercy's their best friend for a little while. She gets back what she can't take from that shell. A shot of mercy for herself. Mercy works at the joint down the road, the one where the lonely people go.
It's one by the Nixons. Here I am again, overwhelmed with feeling, 1,000 miles away from your ocean home. All of me is near, thoughts of what we were invade. Miles that stand between can't separate, no. You're all I'd hope you'd become. Sister, I see you dancing on the stage of memory. Sister, I miss you. Fleeting visits pass, still they satisfied. Reminders of the next shadow goodbye, where our flames burn as one. Sister, I see you dancing on the stage of memory. Sister, I miss you. All I am begins with you. Thoughts of hope understood. Half of me breathing you. Thoughts of love remain true. Here we are again, saying goodbye. Still we'll fall asleep underneath the same skies. You're all I see. You're all I knew you'd become. Sister, I see you dancing on the stage of memory. Sister, I miss you. Intertwined, you and I, our souls speak from across the miles. Intertwined, you and I, our blood flows from the same end. All I have begins with you. Thoughts of hope understood. Half of me begins with you. Thoughts of love remain true. I see you, I need you, and when I close my eyes, I see you walking hand in hand. I see you dancing in my mind. Night falls and I'm alone. Skin yet chilled to the bone.
You turned and you ran. Oh yeah, and all slipped right from your hand. Hey, blue on black, tears on the river, push on to shove, it don't mean much. Joker on Jack, match on the fire, cold on ice, a dead man's touch. Whisper and a scream doesn't mean a thing, won't take you back. How blue on black. Blind, now I see. Truth, yeah, lies and in between. Wrong can't be undone. Oh yeah, oh it slipped right from your tongue. Hey, blue on black, tears on the river, push on to shove, it don't mean much. Joker on Jack, match on the fire, cold on ice, a dead man's touch. Whisper and a scream doesn't change a thing, won't bring it back. How blue on black. Oh yeah, blue on black. Hey, blue on black, tears on the river, push on to shove, it don't mean much. Joker on Jack, match on the fire, cold on ice, a dead man's touch. A whisper and a scream doesn't mean a thing, won't take you back. How blue on black. Oh yeah, blue on black. Blue on black. Oh yeah, blue on black. Hey, how you guys doing out there? So I think we're working through it pretty good. I'm thinking I'm a little bit behind on the video, but you know what? I'm not even going to worry about it at this point. Is what it is, and we'll get to the next incarnation of whatever that may be and just chalk it up to I don't know what I'm doing, but that's okay. It's endearing, right? All right, so trying to figure out what else I might want to do here, and I think we're going to do one more, and we'll close it out. And you guys are going to have a great night. We're going to have a great night. All back to work tomorrow. And then live at Chance's house is every Thursday at 7. But we also do it occasionally on Sundays. I've been working on Sundays, so I may do it Saturday night. We'll see how I feel. I'll keep you guys posted. Any special engagements or events that come up, I'll be sure and post it. Otherwise, we may just have ourselves a couple of Joe's Tavern specialty exclusive events for those that are in the need. With that said, what are we going to do here? I don't know. Kind of torn. I mean, there's a lot of great songs. Hey, thanks, Del. I appreciate you stopping by, man. I think I'm going to do, I practiced this one the other night just because, and I love this song. I'm going to close out with this one, and we'll do another thing with live at Chance's house here coming soon, but every Thursday nights at 7. Don't forget, after this at 9 o'clock, check out Devin Pike at universalremote.tv. You can also go to twitch.tv/that Devin guy. Yes, that Devin guy.
I'm sure if you just go to universalremote.tv, you can figure it out. Also, don't forget Rob Irvin and his podcast on Sundays, the Cheap Popcast and the Clubhouse Podcast. That's Sundays at 5:30, back to back. Song is by a band called Dishwalla. Here we go.
Must have been mid-afternoon. I could tell by how far the child shall stretched out, and he walked with purpose in his sneakers. Down the streets he had many questions, like children often do. He said, tell me all your thoughts on God. Tell me, am I very far? It must have been late afternoon. On our way, the sun broke free from the clouds. We count only blue cars, skip the cracks in the streets and ask many questions, like children often do. We said, tell me all your thoughts on God, 'cause I'd really like to meet her and ask her why we're who we are. Yeah. Tell me all your thoughts on God, 'cause I'm on my way to see her. So tell me, am I very far? Am I very far now? It's getting cold, pick up the pace. How our shoes make hard noises in this place. Our clothes are stained, we pass many cross-eyed people, ask many questions, like children often do. Tell me all your thoughts on God, 'cause I'd really like to meet her and ask her why we're who we are. Yeah. Tell me all your thoughts on God, 'cause I'm on my way to see
All right, everyone, thanks for checking out Live at Chance's House, Season 1, Episode 4. Hope you guys had a good time tonight. We had the Devin Pike interview. We had a couple of videos, had some songs. I played a few originals, a couple of RDO songs. Red Dirt Outlaws, also, RDOband.com. Check them out. We are having our first release single come out on June 19th, 2020. The song is called No Breaks. For samples, more information about the band and what we're up to, RDOband.com. For myself, the scrolling bar below, musicbychance.com. You can also go to Instagram at musicbychance. Don't forget, Universal Remote starts here in just about 40 minutes. Go to universalremote.tv. Join our good friend Devin Pike over at his show. And Sunday nights, the Clubhouse Podcast and the Cheap Podcast with our friend Rob Irvin starts at 5:30 on Sundays. As always, thank you guys so much for supporting. I'm humbled and blessed that I get to do this and have a few people, chime in and watch. Go check out Spotify. I think by tomorrow, every step's going to roll over 50,000 plays, and I'm pretty excited about that. Got some new music coming out as well, and I hope you guys have a great night. We'll see you next time. As always.
Looking at your face, there's an empty heart and soul. You wait for time, and it comes